Okay, so here's the thing about space. We've barely even scratched the surface of what's really out there. For all of our accomplishments, launching robotic probes to other planets and putting human footprints on the moon, our exploratory efforts so far are pretty much just the cosmic equivalent of dipping our toes in the ocean. But we're now entering a new era of space exploration driven by the mission of commercialization of space travel and even establish permanent human settlements on other planets. So let's break down how we got to this point and what the future holds for us. The quest to explore the cosmos has captured our imagination for centuries. But it was the intense rivalry between the United States and the former Soviet Union during the Cold War that truly kickstarted the space age and sparked an era of rapid technological advancement. In 1957, the Soviet Union stunned the world by launching Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite to orbit the Earth. This achievement raised fears in the US that the Soviets had taken the lead in the arms race and the space race. Just a few weeks later, the Soviets doubled down by launching Sputnik 2, which carried the first living passenger into space, a stray dog from the streets of Moscow named Laika. Her epic voyage as the first Earthling to orbit our planet paved the way for human spaceflight, despite her unfortunate demise in orbit. The space race heated up in April of 1961 when Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit the Earth aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft. His historic 108-minute flight was an immense propaganda coup for the Soviet program. However, the US struck back just a few weeks later when Alan Shepard became the first American in space aboard the Freedom 7 spacecraft on a 15-minute suborbital flight. With the prestige of reaching Earth's orbit first, the Soviet program maintained its lead for several years. But the US had its sights set on an even bigger goal: landing humans on the moon and bringing them back to Earth safely. In an incredibly technological feat, NASA's Apollo program accomplished this historic milestone on July 20th, 1969. When Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed the Apollo 11 lunar module in the Sea of Tranquility and became the first humans to walk on the lunar surface. Meanwhile, NASA was also making major strides in robotic space exploration, launching pioneer probes like Mariner, Viking, and Voyager on ambitious expeditions to study the planets and moons of our solar system up close. Never before had we been able to capture such detailed images and data about these alien worlds. Back in Earth orbit, the space race pushed the development of space stations and reusable spacecraft like the Space Shuttle. Where the first human space flyers like Gagarin had to parachute from their capsules after re-entering the atmosphere, the space shuttles could glide to a stop on a runway with no engines needed after leaving orbit at over 16,000 miles per hour. This reusable system made spaceflight far more routine and economical. But getting from world to world still required masterful planning using precise calculations of gravity and inertia. Space travel also came with tremendous risk and danger, as over 20 astronauts and cosmonauts lost their lives in pursuit of exploration over the decades. Yet, despite the risks, a steady stream of daring women and men continued to sign up for these epic voyages into the great unknown. And as the 21st century dawned, private companies began to enter the space arena, aiming to take over routine spaceflight operations and push humanity's boundaries even further into the cosmos. At the forefront of this cosmic exploration is Elon Musk, the visionary CEO of SpaceX. His ambitions for Mars are nothing short of audacious, driven by the belief that establishing a self-sustaining civilization on the Red Planet is crucial to safeguarding the future of life and consciousness. According to Musk, the Mars endeavor serves as a life insurance policy for the preservation of consciousness and all life as we know it. By extending life to another planet, we dramatically increase the probable lifespan of human civilization and terrestrial life overall, ensuring that the light of consciousness is not permanently extinguished. Musk's grand vision includes some controversial proposals, such as detonating nuclear weapons on Mars to create 2 little suns and vaporize the frozen carbon dioxide reserves at the poles. This seemingly outlandish concept aims to unleash gases that would insulate Mars and raise temperatures enough to potentially melt its ice caps and create oceans of liquid water, forging the Red Planet into a more Earth-like environment hospitable for future human settlers. SpaceX's Starship launch system is the key to making the prospect of Mars travel and settlement economically feasible on a vast scale. By driving down the cost per ton to low Earth orbit with full reusability, Starship could unlock the door to making Mars accessible. Musk argues that the threshold for truly securing our multi-planetary future is not just setting down a few flags and footprints on Mars, but establishing a self-sustaining city that can endure and grow indefinitely, even if all support from Earth were to stop. While there are plenty of hurdles, Musk believes that the present moment represents the first time in Earth's 4.5 billion year history where it has become possible for life to naturally extend itself beyond its planetary cradle. And this window of opportunity may be open for only a relatively short period of time. Another key player in the race to the cosmos is Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin. Founded in 2000, this American aerospace manufacturer and defense contractor have been making significant strides in the realm of spaceflight. Blue Origin's new Shepard rocket program demonstrated rocket booster reusability, earning the company the prestigious Robert J. Collier Trophy in 2016. This award recognizes the greatest achievement in aeronautics or astronautics in America, with respect to improving the performance, efficiency, and safety of air or space vehicles. On July 20th, 2021, Blue Origin achieved a historic milestone when their new Shepard rocket performed its first crewed mission to suborbital space, carrying Jeff Bezos, his brother Mark Bezos, Wally Funk, and Oliver Damon across the Kármán line, the internationally recognized boundary of space. Blue Origin's focus extends beyond suborbital flights, with the company developing orbital rocket systems and heavy-lift launch vehicles like the New Glenn. Planned for launch in Q3 of 2024, the New Glenn heavy-lift launch vehicle can be configured in both 2-stage and 3-stage variants, showcasing Blue Origin's commitment to pushing the boundaries of space exploration. Furthermore, Blue Origin has secured a $3.4 billion contract with NASA as the second provider of lunar lander services for the Artemis program, solidifying their position as a key player in the race to return humans to the moon. Virgin Galactic, founded by Richard Branson and the Virgin Group conglomerate, has also been at the forefront of the commercial spaceflight industry. Their suborbital spacecraft, air-launched from beneath a carrier plane known as White Knight 2, offer a unique glimpse into the wonders of space for space tourists. On December 13th, 2018, Virgin Galactic's VSS Unity achieved the project's first suborbital spaceflight, officially entering outer space by US standards. In February of 2019, the project carried 3 people, including a passenger, on a spaceflight that reached an altitude of 89.9 kilometers, or 55.9 miles. Virgin Galactic has already secured over 600 commercial passengers with tickets priced at $450,000. The company planned to begin commercial spaceflight service in 2022 and has now successfully completed its first commercial flight on June 29, 2023, with 3 passengers from the Italian Air Force and the Italian National Research Council. As we gaze up at the night sky, the possibilities seem boundless. The prospect of living on a satellite and embarking on space journeys is no longer confined to the realm of fantasy. It's a tangible goal, drawing ever closer with each passing day. With private companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic leading the charge, the race to conquer the final frontier is heating up. The benefits of space exploration extend far beyond the realm of space itself, potentially shaping the future of our home planet in profound ways. As we stand on the precipice of a new era in space exploration, we can't help but feel a sense of wonder and anticipation. Who knows what incredible discoveries lie ahead? Perhaps we'll uncover evidence of life on other planets or moons within our solar system. Or maybe we'll stumble upon resources and materials that could revolutionize technology and industry back on Earth. Just imagine gazing up at the stars from a habitat module orbiting high above Earth, or setting foot on the rusty, ruddy soil of Mars, leaving your boot prints as the first human visitors to another world. And that's just scratching the surface of the potential that awaits us amongst the stars and planets. Perhaps one day, we'll build cities and communities beyond Earth, spreading civilization across multiple worlds as a bulwark against existential catastrophe. Or we could discover new forms of propulsion that allow us to travel to other star systems, exploring strange new worlds. The point is this: the future of space travel is brimming with possibilities and hope for the human species. We are limited only by the boundaries of our dreams, daring, and determination to reach farther than ever before. Subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing space content, and let us know what you're most excited to see humanity achieve in our next cosmic milestones. Don't forget to press that like button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep the spark of curiosity alive.